Shout out Julia in the chat. What we on to next? What we on to next?
Now we got what, law and politics.
Mm-hmm.
I got some shit. I got some a list for a few different segments. And it's like really, we gonna try to keep it concise as possible. That's all I'm gonna just say. We're gonna try to keep it concise as possible, but we gonna definitely get into the juicy though. I got some shit, man.
That's some juicy shit.
But we should start off with you,
Oh,
cause yeah, cause I'm a
law and politics. I got this clip. Basically saying like wages around the world is going up. Like with like last week, I don't know if y'all remember the clip. With the minimum wage went up, but they also add in not only minimum wage going up, but the regular hourly rates for U.S. citizens going up and unemployment. They boosting unemployment too. So here, quick little.
whole time. How much you got for economics?
Not that much.
You wanna put that segment in economics? Cause I got something.
Yeah, we put that in economics.
I got something I think can tie into that too. Make it clear some things.
Good. So yeah, we go that for economics then.
Man, what you call it? Shoot, we could go to the Andrew. What you call it is on IG. This IG pulled up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what you call it? The first one I had on the list, since we just go down the list, Andrew Tate, and then we'll just go to Sneeko and then Myron. Myron one on TikTok though. Yeah, that one. So we'll give y'all the spiel after. Really? We'll let him explain. All this is alright. I'll get a little quick, little boom. All this is about the move with Venezuela. They giving a little bit more insight and their perspective on it and shit. Cause you know they all, you know what I'm saying, all of them really right wing and shit. You know, Andrew Tate is who Andrew Tate is, and that nigga, you know what I'm saying, whoop whoop. We got Sneeko giving his perspective. He into it. He right wing. He got a different insight. And then we got Myron, who actually been into law and worked for the FBI and everything, CIA or whatever. So we're gonna have the different perspectives to giving this on the Venezuela, and then we'll, you know what I'm saying, give you a little gleeful version.
You know what I mean?
Or our perspective.
Actually honest with you guys, the official narrative is bullshit, bro. Maduro either did a deal or his team did a deal. He got fucking taken to New York, put on a bunch of different outfits, brought his wife with him. No one got hurt. They're saying a few guards died. Don't buy that shit. That's a lie. Didn't see a single body. Don't see nothing. He's probably already out in witness protection with a shaved head in Arizona, bro. He ain't going to jail. He ain't going to jail. It's minor. Or he's going to sit there for a bit so he doesn't look like a punk. So he doesn't look like a bitch. Like, oh, they kidnapped me. But it's all just a fucking deal. The world is a stage. I promise you. Everything you see and everything they allow you to see is manufactured. It's all scriptured. It's all theater. What we think happened is not what happened. If I'm actually honest with you guys, the official narrative.
So, boom, he's saying that what we see is not really what's going on. It's some like boom, peep it like a movie. Some shit going on in the movie. They know what's going on. They like what we should tell the public, and then that's what they figure out what they gonna tell the public. That's what we see. Whatever they figure out what they gonna tell the public. But there's some other shit still going on and shit. And that's just one perspective of him saying this on Woo.
I agree though. I agree with that perspective because I think it be hella background shit going on. Just like the shit we spoke about last time with the Epstein files and shit. Like they got shit still hidden. I believe when it comes to a lot of news that the government give us, it be watered down like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
Our last minute since we can jump on the Epstein, this little old lady I was talking about.
You said somebody else got a different take this
Yeah,
one?
Sneeko, yeah, the next one.
Also, Venezuela is one of the few nations that does not have the Rothschild central bank system. Sounds similar. Sounds like Libya. You remember Gaddafi? You remember We did the exact same thing when the CIA assassinated Gaddafi, implemented regime change, destabilized the country because he wanted to make the monetary system, he wanted to make it on a gold standard. He didn't want to abide by the Rothschilds. We did the same thing there. Over and over and over again. And bottom line, if you still disagree, it's not Christian to go and steal just for oil because you feel like it. It's not. To kidnap just because it's not about, oh, he's corrupt. Do you think they care? You know how many corrupt nations there are in the world? Do we need to go and bomb and invade and regime change all of them too? We made that mistake over and over again. The parallels are identical. And all these people that are shilling for it now, remember them, because when this becomes Iraq 2.0, they're going to regret it and they're going to flip-flop.
2.0. Oh, me though.
Also, Venezuela is one of the few nations that does not have...
Real.
And Trump been dropping bombs. Trump been dropping bombs.
He been dropping more bombs? Ain't
He done dropped bombs on like 7 different countries or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I ain't even really tapped in. What the fuck? I thought once he kidnapped the little president, he was done with the bombing. And once he threatened with the NATO shit, I thought he was done.
He done dropped bombs on Venezuela,
Well, he started off with Nigeria.
Yeah, it was Nigeria. That would have been Nigeria. Iraq. I think Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
Saudi
I heard
Arabia.
about Saudi too.
It's a few. There's a few more, I think, but I can't think of them off the top of the head. But yeah, he been dropping bombs on some shit though. But yeah, he give the perspective too when he's speaking on like the move that they making and the picture that they paint to us, but the morality behind what they actually doing. He's speaking on the morality of it. And then the next person is gonna be Myron, and he gonna speak on more of the behind the system. He gonna speak more on the system aspect of it, connected to the system. Yoda, what's going? What going? Myron is gonna be on TikTok the whole time. Myron is I'll be real about this. That guy right there, the A-Rap.
Okay.
I think he's some type of Arab, and he black. Yeah. You ain't seen him or heard of him? He be talking about he be having some shit. He be saying sex sometimes.
He was journalist?
Nah, he worked for his government and shit. Then he ended up becoming he on law and stuff. He got the female. He went crazy on the females.
This was him when they sitting at that long ass table.
And then it's all the
And the
female
black
ones.
dude?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it. Oh, he looked different. Yeah, I know exactly who he is.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, Tyson. Okay, I'm glad you gave me background.
China buys a majority of Venezuela's oil. And China also buys a majority of Iran's oil. Two countries that are heavily sanctioned by us. So, not only that, you guys gotta remember, the petrodollar has been getting weakened. Reserve currency status is getting weakened. What do we have left? Military might. Okay? That's what we have left is military might. They said, you know what, diplomacy, because diplomacy would mean that we would have to pay a fair price for the oil. We don't want to pay a fair price. We want to pay less. We want to have control of it. They were getting barely 1 million barrels a day out of there. They needed way more than that. Maduro, they felt, was not getting enough oil out there, so they said, you know what, that shit. He's not getting enough barrels out there. We can take control of this. We can build the infrastructure. We can make it better. We can make more money. Also, guys, keep in mind, the oil, because people are going to sit there and say, well, Myra, what about that oil that we make here? We make a bunch of oil in America. The shale that we make in America is not the oil and not the type of oil that our refineries, the crude that we produce, is not the same crude that countries like Venezuela, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the Middle East produce, that we actually run on. The refineries that we built, 50 years ago, were built on the crude that comes from the Middle East and Venezuela, the thick stuff, okay? Not the expensive lighter oil that we have here. Our refineries, our system is built upon on the oil from the Middle East and the oil from like Iran and Venezuela. That's where our refineries operate on. Okay? So that's what you guys also need to know as well. When it comes to that situation, when it comes to, oh, Myron, we have our own oil here. That's a lie that they've been telling you guys for a very long time to kind of keep the fear mongering. But the reality is that the oil that we have here is not the oil that this country runs on, unfortunately. The refineries that we have here don't coincide with the oil that we have here. Another thing you guys need to also understand, we've been utilizing our petroleum reserves for the past few years under the Biden administration. You guys are saying, oh, well, gas prices aren't that bad, Myron. Well, the reason why is because we've been using our petroleum reserves. Now, for those of you that don't know what the petroleum reserves are, these are reserves that we have here in the United States for emergency situations. You know, outages, military needs, national security, whatever. But here's the thing, Biden, in the face of really bad approval ratings, has been releasing this oil, okay, this petroleum from the reserves. For a couple of years now, Trump has been continuing on. So the petroleum reserves are low, okay? You guys see where I'm going here? So let's go back and summarize. So I really want you guys to understand this. First, the 4 pillars the United States is built on: petrodollar, reserve currency status, SWIFT, military might. All 4 are being challenged right now by BRICS, the de-dollarization, Saudi Arabia now doing all their transactions in oil, and then other countries slowly using BRICS more. BRICS rising up and the United States not holding reserve currency status. Also, countries like Russia, Iran, Venezuela, etc. showing that SWIFT doesn't necessarily control everything. You can still thrive without being on SWIFT. So all 4 of these pillars that we built our power on have been challenged. So now Trump needs to take that power back. Okay? So what did Trump do? Well, we know the petrodollar's been going down. We know that our petroleum reserves have been used. Well, what's the next logically sound step? What's the next country that has the most crude reserves? Venezuela. Do they have a military to defend themselves? Not really. Do they have nuclear weapons? No. Okay.
Hey.
So petroleum reserves low? Bad. Maduro doing deals in BRICS currency? That was the red line. That was the end right there. Okay? And then the petrodollar dying? No. Those 3 things right there, petrodollar dying, doing deals in BRICS currency led by the yuan, and then petroleum reserves. Those are 3 main reasons that Trump invaded Venezuela. Of course, they used a lie of it was a drug enforcement operation. That's bullshit because they indicted it back 6 years ago under Trump 1. Why did they get it back then? I'll tell you why they didn't get it back then. Because the petrodollar was still strong, reserve currency status was still high, right? And Russia didn't invade Ukraine yet.
That's 2021 Trump.
So SWIFT wasn't challenged. That's why we didn't invade back in 2020. Yeah, this is the analysis that no one wants to give you guys.
Oh, me? Why they don't just tell us that? I'd rather hear that than some
like I said before in the 2020 indictment. No one got it back then.
But let me say this.
Because then we will know what the fuck going on. I'd rather know that, hey, our sources are low right now, oil and shit.
That's
we don't got no backup, so we finna go bomb Venezuela. Not
that's when they
Venezuela drug mule and then this, that, and third. Yeah, we finna go bomb them for that, and then steal their oil.
That's what they that's when they lose control. They got other people thinking like, oh, that plan don't sound good, and then other people start making moves and shit. Whether that be people in the office making moves that's supposed to be doing the move that the president or Congress say or whatever. Is that like that White House down and shit? It should be like that for real. So the whole thing is they do certain shit to keep control. Even it's certain people that's in that office that they don't even know certain shit that's going on for real. They just follow on orders sometimes. And like some people even do evil shit, not even knowing they did something super evil on some shit. So it be hectic in certain situations for certain people and shit though. But the system, how the system has been,
that shit wild.
On me.
They keep us in the dark, child.
Yeah, that they gotta go like that though. Keep a civilization going, bro. To keep it real. Yeah, when it comes to hectic shit, you gotta keep certain shit.
So yeah, people won't be panicking and shit.
Yeah, facts. And then it's depending on who making them calls though at the end of the day. So
because at the end of the day, Trump don't even got the final say on a lot of shit. So like, who is really the nigga that's making these calls?
This what I'm thinking. That's why I'm saying I don't want to take this convo and this segment into conspiracy, because what I'm saying is not necessarily like, you feel me? Factual. But it's like some shit that like if I put you on what I'm trying to put you on, it's gonna be like, on some shit. But I think it's a similar shit in the segment that I already set. So I ain't gonna spend too much time on that. But man, yeah, I think Trump actually trying to make a little bit more change because
No, I feel
I
he
think
is too though.
he knows some junk
That
that we
know.
don't know, and he trying to change some junk while he can actually make a change. Cause after that first term, he really could, like him coming back. Like it was only gonna be for a reason for real. That nigga got bread and he's situated.
To be honest, that's why when he ran for president the first time, I was like, why is Donald Trump running for president? Like this nigga already big in money. He got the Trump Towers, this, that, and the third, and like if I don't know if y'all ever repeat, but Donald Trump been popping before he was president. Like
Yeah,
he was
facts.
always on the scene, like always on the
Donald
scene.
Trump was
So I was like, when he first like, bro,
celeb.
like what the hell he doing?
He was a celebrity before he was a politician.
On me though.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, with that Venezuela, the what we see is the moral of the message is what we see is what they want us to see.
On me.
What you want to know really happened, read in between the lines, and you gotta do your own research and tap into shit.
I mean, because if you don't do your own research, you'd be believing what the other person saying this shit.
On me though,
And sometimes that should be the wrong thing.
wrong thing for sure.
On me, that's why you got to tap in, do your research, because, you know what I'm saying, we just go get y'all the, you know what I'm saying, the little bit of information. Then y'all go in and tap in for real, for real. Sometimes we may be a little off what we saying, but 90% of the time we right.
And
Not on no bias shit.
it's on some shit like you gotta catch that bit. And
me.
bit ain't finna be motherfucking 22 diving shit.
At all. At the fuck
Yeah,
off.
I'm throwing straight post corners and digs and
Out routes and shit.
on me though. Crossers, play actions and shit, man. So hey, the what you call it? Alright, we're going. You tapped in, bro. Hey, look, we gonna dive into some more too, cuz. So stay tapped in, cuz. We gonna dive into some more for real, for real. So look, I got you on the next segment. We gonna go the elections. See, look, okay. Whole time it's all gonna be in this section. Whole time, maybe the Trump one is on IG. The elections. Now this gonna go into the conspiracy I was talking about. We gonna get into it right now, then, cuz. Chat. We gonna get into it right now.
Tapping in right now.
It's nope. It's that I think it's the right there maybe. Yeah, I think it's that one. No, never mind, not that one. Then yeah, it's definitely the up one then. Yeah.
That's it.
My fault.
It's like Putin.
Yeah, that's not it. That's one of the conspiracies. What's that? States and public small. What is that?
So you say
Yeah, that one. Okay. I don't know the motherfucking thumbnail for that bit was crazy.
Thumbnail be wrong.
Yeah, Zersky, let's go. Oh shit.
during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, it's good. So you say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, it's good. So you say during.
So they say you basically finna be in war in 3 years, cuz?
I think he's kind of being like joking sarcastic because you know sometimes the people who be asking the questions, they ask these, you know what I'm saying, questions that they be asking some good ass questions that the people want to know, and you know what I'm saying, they be having the president be having PR and shit and stuff like that.
I didn't even know they met with PR shit. His ass.
Yeah, his ass he probably go off script a lot, and he probably speak his mind more than other people, I think. But yeah, I think that was based off the question how he responded, and they got the clip of that. But how he responded, and even just like how things is, I could see that even like being something where how things moving, he's preparing things so he can still be having power like he want to have power.
Like as presidency and type shit.
In general, I don't know what that may
Cause
be.
when his term over?
2020, 2030, I think 2029, 2030.
Yeah, so he on some President Roosevelt shit. You know, he had one of the longest terms. Yeah.
Not even.
Hell yeah, he had damn near 3 terms. I remember that shit. And he ended up dying in the middle of his term, but like not on no like war shit. Like I mean not no war shit, not on like no assassination. He died because he was sick.
He said, TC said, bro, he setting up a war because the midterms are coming up. And he doesn't want to get impeached.
Yeah, cause I've been hearing about that a lot too. A lot about midterms coming up, and then if Trump don't get some amount of votes, he go get impeached or some shit like that. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know.
Man, it's a plan that he got though, and we regular citizens, you feel me? So
Me though.
Do what you gotta do, type shit. You feel me? That's all I can say.
Cause they been talking about impeachment type shit.
You feel me?
They been talking about impeachment before his second term, anyways. So I don't know.
But that's why I think he's being so aggressive too. He making his moves because he gonna have to make his moves. But yeah, man. No cap that because Vid ain't finna motherfucking CK me if you know what I mean. No, hey, man. Telling you, bro. If you know, so I told y'all I'm throwing straight post corner. So if you catch it, you catch that motherfucker. But yeah, that election, and that's was like with that conspiracy, and then the other thing is his defense plan. I really don't remember too much. That's actually the next one, the one I was like, oh no, that one. But this gonna probably cap it off on Trump unless Cuz got something more.
Nah.
Sir, a memo circulating on social media details the establishment of a National Guard response force that's going to be trained in crowd control and civil unrest and deployed in all 50 states by April of 2026. Can you verify the authenticity of that memo, and do you have any more information on the operations?
I'm not going to answer particulars on something that may be in the planning process, but we definitely do have multiple layers of National Guard response forces, whether it's in each state, whether it's regionally, whether it's Title 10 active duty, whether it's Washington, D.C. We've got a lot of different ways that constitutionally and legally we can employ Title 10 and Title 32 forces, and we will do so when necessary.
Sir.
So that's about keeping soldiers and shit on citizens and shit, and like in the cities, in the city streets and shit.
That's hell no. That's what we on some. Hell no, I wouldn't want to agree with that.
It's like the possibility with certain moves that's going on of different things that can occur. It's like, shit.
Like, what the fuck? Like, imagine, cause every corner you see a military National Guard nigga with his stick out just sitting there chilling.
And we gotta think about this type of shit with AI coming in too, though, bro. With AI coming in too, we ain't talked about AI in a minute, though. We ain't talked about AI in a minute. Like, we gonna really get into it and get juicy now, bro. Cause the law and politics are really whoa. Okay, you feel me? But now we feel, cause then that drama conspiracy, that big damn there get oxtail juicy, then I'm telling you. But I ain't want to do too much on Trump and stuff for real, and the Venezuela, just because like with that shit though, we already got the oil, so it's like it is what it is with that. Trump making his moves, it is what it is. Is that all we could really do is put y'all on game of what we know and what our perspective is, and really our shit is like, you feel
literally
me? That's it. So take it like that, post corner that bit, and yeah, that's just the law of politics with Trump. Now, we got the economics, that bread. This just like, what I got is really just like some shit, just insight. Nothing too deep. really ain't in too much. Did you? I could start off so we could end off with yours, so we could flip flop if you want, or